Hello everyone, Noctim0 here. It's been a while since I did one of these videos, but anyway, so if you can tell by that really famous gentleman right there, you guys probably know him as James Gunn. Um, he's pretty much, I mean, I'm seeing this everywhere. He's been hired on to write Suicide Squad 2, potentially direct. Right now it's just writing. It's kind of hilarious to me that the guy who did Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be doing, or at least have some kind of involvement with Suicide Squad. I mean, right now it's just the writing level. Most likely, I don't know, Warner Brothers might just keep him at that stance just in case, I don't know, something similar to like with Disney happens. But that's just my speculation. I'm not saying that's 100% guaranteed. Now, despite this, I'm really excited for this because I do like James Gunn. I do like the work that he did with Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as a little help that he did with Avengers, Infinity War. I mean, he knows how to make great characters. He made the Guardians really likable. He didn't, like, okay, the Guardians movie still suffered from the crappy Marvel tropes with the short boss fight at the end. Well, at least the first movie did. But they didn't try to make every character the funny one. They gave everybody their own kinds of quirky personalities to where they all shined in their own way. I mean, Gamora didn't have to be funny. Like they all had their own little moments. So I thought that was really cool. Um, Now for Suicide Squad, there's a lot of speculation. It might not be a sequel. It might be a sort of reboot to the brand, which I really don't want them to reboot portions of the DCEU unless they do Flashpoint. If they do a Flashpoint film, then it would make sense to make some alterations to the already existing films, because then we have the before Flashpoint and then post Flashpoint era, which would be fine. It still sucks that they haven't even, like, they just removed Flashpoint altogether. Um, Now, as for Guardians, and like it sucks Disney did what they did, but another cool thing is that Batista actually is willing to join him in Suicide Squad for whatever character. I mean, some people want him to play King Shark. I don't really want to see him as King Shark per se. I want him to portray somebody, like maybe Blockbuster or Mammoth, somebody, because he's a big dude, and I would like them to capitalize on something like that, because I would like to see him go up against characters like Superman or something. But that's if DC ever pads out the crap that's going on right now. Um, as for as for Suicide Squad, I hope they just make it a sequel. And honestly, had he been involved with this instead of Guardians, Suicide Squad might have been a much better film if James Gunn had gotten his hands on it sooner. But it is what it is. We got the film we got. David Ayer had no idea what the hell he was doing. I liked his previous films, but it's just they gave him a little bit too much freedom. It's kind of like with Rian Johnson with Star Wars: The Last Jedi. They gave him too much freedom, and it pissed off a lot of the fans. Now, I did enjoy that movie too, but still. Um, as for the rest of the DCU, that's a topic for another video. I just wanted to lay my 2 cents on with Suicide Squad. I think it's a good move for Warner Brothers to actually get James Gunn on board. I mean, that was the most likely thing that was going to happen anyway. Everyone kept predicting that. I just hope that it's Suicide Squad 2, not a reboot, not a. I want it to be a continuation because I mean, we got Aquaman, Wonder Woman, Shazam, and honestly, if at least those movies are successful, then they might salvage the DCEU in some form. Anyway, you guys take care and let me know your thoughts.